Arigatou gozaimashita, minna go shushin-sama, and everyone in between. Today I have myself some. Well, today I have myself a very special guest with me here at the Hayami estate. Let's welcome Novathefatbat! and
Hi.
and today's co-host is my wonderful fiance, Sir Stillspear.
Hello.
Hello Jinxie, welcome back, and hello Suki. Everyone's all excited for today's chat. It seems that's good. I just wish Twitter would stop being such a twat, and actually let me freaking change my name. But that's my fault for getting Twitter blue. Okay. Let's give Nova a... Let's give Nova a good old shout out. Ah, well, how about that? I'm not followed. I've rectified that. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that confused me as well. I was like, always live?
Yeah,
What's going on?
my pulse banner doesn't work with Twitter Blue, it seems. So I'm just like, well, fuck me.
Can't you just hop onto your Twitter profile and edit your name? You get rid of live now.
I can't do that while my account is in the review process of verification.
Jesus.
Hello, Rain. Welcome back. It's been so long. Everyone's just coming in to say hello now. It's funny how everyone thought that Elon Musk was like this great savior, but then it's just like, oh wait, he's just a dick.
Yeah.
Although I don't think he has the length nor capability to give pleasure.
Oh, no, he gives me straight up like teeny PP vibes.
Oh, goodness. That's alright, Jinx. You go grab your stuff. So, to start off with, what made you decide to become a VTuber, Nova?
So, I used to stream like years ago. Like a long time ago. But I was always too worried to show my face. And when I found out about the whole VTuber world, I was like, oh my god, this is like mind blowing. I was like, I can be a made up like cutie all the time while I look like a troll.
Nice.
And I can be myself without 100%, like, because I don't feel comfortable being on camera. So I was like, I can be myself without having to be on camera and everything. And I found a lovely person to make my model who is basically me, just like more longer hair. And obviously I don't have wings. But I was like also really excited to have a model who was plus size because I didn't see that very much. And so I was like, yeah, I want my model to look like have the same body type as me and all that stuff. So then so that's why I decided to be a VTuber, really.
And what kind of VTuber are you?
So I am a fat bat. Says what it is, really. I am literally nocturnal. So I was like, okay, bat, perfect. I also have a massive bat tattoo on my chest.
Nice.
And bats have always just really fascinated me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a bat, that's for sure. I was like, I'm fat, so fat's in the name. And I was like, okay, I need to find a name to go along with it. So then Novathefatbat was born.
Nice. And yeah, there are some, like, being a big girl is all right and fine. I mean, I'm 98 kilo. What the hell am I? Hey. and yet I have 2 partners. I guess that's why being a big girl is so good then.
More to go around.
Very true, very true. So you said that you chose the design because you don't see that many plus size VTubers. Do you want to see more of that in the community?
Yeah, it's something that I'm very like passionate about myself, because I've always grown up, like ever since I was little I've had body issues, and I think like seeing more VTubers who are bigger, it's nice because then you don't feel so excluded. Because like when I started watching VTubers, a lot of them were like skinny little things and like big boobs, big bum. It just wasn't like proportionate, and I was like, but no one actually looks like that unless you're really lucky, which I wish. But I was like, I want to see like people with a tummy and like they have a bit of like, they have some squishy bits and they have a fupa and all that sort of stuff. So I was like really set on making sure that my model had like a belly like I do and had like stretch marks and all that sort of stuff, which for me is really important. And also like it's nice to I've seen quite a since I've been a VTuber, I've seen quite a few more people who have plus size avatars, and it's so nice to see, because it's just like, yes, embrace your fatness. Like we're gonna a fat revolution.
Yeah, be getting a model that more suits my body type.
Yeah, I just have like well, me as an anime character, but with the body type that I hope to achieve one day.
Yeah, which that's 100% understandable, and I love that you with with VTubing you can be your most wanted self. So I mean, if you want to be like me, if I want to be a bat, I can be a bat. And I mean, one of my closest friends is a kitsune, and obviously she's not in real life, but she would love to be one, which is, I mean, fair enough. You can be the most imaginative character you want to be, and I just love it. It's so, like, such a weird world to be in, but it's the funnest.
And it's so supportive too. Like you become a part of other communities, and you're just like, whoa. The amount of support I got when I first started out, it's like, don't give up, you can do it. And I'm just like, oh, thank you, Nova, for the follow. Arigato gozaimashita, go Shushin-sama. Thank you for becoming a beloved estate guest. I hope you enjoy your stay here at the Hayami estate.
That's the thing, like, the support in the community is so immense that it's like crazy. Like, I remember when I first streamed as my VTuber, I was so nervous, and I was like, okay, no one's gonna show up, like it's gonna be pointless. And I did that first stream, and the support I got was crazy. And it was so nice to see. And like, even now when I stream, which isn't as often as I'd like, but them same people are coming back all the time, and I'm like, you've stuck with me since I started, and I appreciate them so much for it. And like, even the new people that I speak to, like, and I'll like try and do collabs with them and stuff, everyone's so welcoming. And I mean, I have the worst social anxiety ever, but like doing collabs and stuff, I love doing it because it gets me out of my comfort zone. But it's like everyone has just been so welcoming, and I love it.
It's like you have those like mainstays that will always be with you, and then the new people that come in, it's one great big welcome to the community hug.
Yes.
Like there's drama here and there, but it's not that bad.
You see the drama now and again, and I will, like, if I see something going on, I'll have a little nosy, and then I'll just be like, okay. But it's never to the point of like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I've never got to that point yet.
There have been times where I'm like, maybe I should quit. No one will care. And then, but whenever I do that, I then get a flood of messages just going, "You better not quit."
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa.
Like, people actually care.
People actually like me. So, what's your niche as a lewd tuber?
So, to be honest, I've not figured it out yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, I am just trying to be as much myself as I can without, like,
giving away too much.
Like, I will be my sussy self. I will play some wholesome games when I want to feel wholesome. But I'm just me. Like, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, it's really funny when people like talk to me for the first time. They're like, how much experience do you have, woman? I'm like, you have no idea. Oh my god, it's just so much fun watching their reactions and seeing just I mean, it's how I met my partners, so being myself is all I can be.
Exactly. I mean, you can only be yourself and then hope for the best that people like you along the way.
It's an absolutely wonderful journey, that's for sure. And I hope to do this for many, many more years. I'm gonna do this for as long as I can until like my body's just like, fuck this shit. Lulu, do you have any questions to ask? Just while I think of some.
Nope.
Oh my god. If you feel like asking us anything, Nova, feel free to do so.
There was one thing I was going to ask actually, is like, how did you decide to start up a talk show? Because it's something
She started this, I joined in later, so that's
Yes, the talk show, the Hayami Estate talk show started mainly just as a way for me to get out and meet other VTubers in the community. And help them also in getting people to watch them, because as the self-appointed stream mom, I want to help every VTuber in getting the follows that getting the like stardom that I feel they deserve.
Yeah.
And it's always good to just have a lovely chat with everyone here. And yes, the co-host thing did happen later on. It used to be just me, but then it's like I would start going off on very random tangents and get a little too much in the whole oversharing territory. So I thought I'll have one of my partners help me out as a co-host, and well, here's one of them.
No, I'm fairly sure we weren't even dating when I agreed to be a co-host.
No, we were dating when you became co-host.
Really? I remember it being. I was after. I was your co-host before you asked me out.
Oh man, that is a funny story. How we got together.
Yeah, I want to hear this story now.
All right then. So what
Can't
happened?
tease me like that.
What happened was I was just watching Lulu's stream as usual, and one of our regulars, Crow, he accidentally called me a word that I don't like being called. I actually do not like being called cute. I prefer being called handsome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Crow calls me cute and puts me in a bad mood. And because of that bad mood, I decide to just go, you know what? Fuck this. And I tell Lulu in his stream chat that I've got a crush on him.
No, you hinted at it. You didn't tell me straight up.
That is true. Oh yeah, that is true. But yeah, everyone in the chat got it immediately, and it was just like because it was really early for me. I was partly asleep. I didn't really get it the first time when he said, I feel the same way. And
So you shot your shot, and then got confused.
I was half asleep, so yeah. But after that, like I told him I'm in like a polyamorous relationship. You do understand that? And he's like, I've never tried poly before. I'm like, huh? Yes, what? But well, now here we are.
Yeah.
Even planning our wedding and his eventual move to Australia.
That's sweet. Bless.
I feel like you've told this story in every Hayami Estate episode.
Actually, no, I have not.
This one's what I've been on.
The last few, no. This is the first time in a long while that I've actually told this story. Yeah, it was just one hell of a moment, that's for sure. But yeah, if Crow's in the audience, give yourself more credit, because otherwise we wouldn't be this happy if you hadn't done that. So, what are some of your favorite games to play, Nova?
Oh, that's a question. I have a deep love for Dead by Daylight, purely because my favorite movie is Scream, and Ghostface is in Dead by Daylight, and it's a win-win for me.
Nice.
So, love my Dead by Daylight. I also have like anything scary, I'm there.
Oh.
Like, I'm a wimp. I probably scream, but I play while I'm screaming.
Okay.
And
Just
anything cute, like Disney, like the Disney Dreamlight Valley game that came out. Been hooked on that.
Yep. Ah, hello there, Sun Wukong. He said hello from YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Yes, I simulcast on all channels just so I can try and make as much as I can.
Makes total sense.
Although the place where I earn the most money is in fact Fansly.
Same.
But I mean, who wouldn't want to see stream mums lewds? A lot of the stuff that I've put up there, it's like if I get any not safe for work with other VTubers, I will ask if I'm allowed to put it on my Fansly, and two, I always charge for those pictures so that then it just helps out in that way.
Yeah, I have found like Fansly is just one of them places that I have a deep love for. Like, I can be my whole sussy self on there.
Oh yeah.
And people seem to enjoy it, so I'm like, okay, great.
Let. It's like I've got to start doing voice clips for it though, because I keep forgetting to. And that's what.
It's not that you keep forgetting to. It's just like things keep happening around you. I keep making you take breaks from all this sort of stuff.
Someone said I need to make a voice clip, but I'm like, I don't think. I hate my accent, and I think I sound like as chavvy as you can get. So I'm just like, I don't think people are gonna want to listen to that.
I mean, there are a lot of people that think that the British accent is sexy as hell.
Yeah, I think because obviously I'm British, I'm just like, no.
You have no idea until you tried, yeah. I mean,
That is true.
I didn't think that people would like my feet pics, and yet here I am earning hundreds of dollars a month on Fansly because people want to see my feet.
It's true. That is true. Hey, next thing you know, Nova's coming out with the sussy voice videos.
I know that one of Lulu's main weaknesses is ara ara.
Oh my god.
See? he just like my usual teasing has now become something of an immunity for him, so I've got to find other ways to tease him.
That's the thing. That's the thing I've always learned with people. Like, one thing you don't understand with me, the more you do something around me, the less I'll have a response to it. I've always just been like, it's like, so at work, you can imagine how much I have to try and stop myself from groaning when I hit the same, oh, it didn't scan, so it must be free, right?
Oh my god.
That just like, unlocked a retail memory I did not wish to relive.
The biggest one is I had bags, but they're in the car. Huh. What am I like? I think, yes, whatever.
Yeah, they're really useful in the car.
They're
at home.
Hello,
You're
Grim.
not gonna be able to carry your shopping if they're at home.
Also, Sun says that your accent is lovely. He absolutely loves it, Nova.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
I think that's always just gonna be a thing with, like, I guess any foreign accent, like, for even like from Chav, my somewhat Bristolian, all that stuff. It's just like, you to yourself, you probably think it's bland, boring, or just doesn't sound nice. But people who probably don't hear it as often, they probably think it sounds really nice and that you just exotic.
Yeah, I think where I'm just like so used to like the British accent, I'm just like, this is the most boring accent you can get. But then a lot of people enjoy it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I didn't realize, because a lot of people have said that my voice is nice, and I'm like, I sound like a chav. What do you mean?
So what's going on here, Grim? Why are you going oi? You fucking what? You fucking what, mate? What about it, huh? What are you saying, mate?
Oh Lord.
There goes my Aussie accent, you goddamn bloody cunts. Fucking A, mate.
Oh, right, he's doing his
He's going to. Oh, this is the North FC thing. Oh, you fucking wanker.
Oh yeah, forgotten. You're not a big fan of the whole North SC stuff.
I just don't get why it's so funny.
I think it's just that thing on the internet where it's just like it was funny at first, and then naturally the internet just does what it does best and run jokes into the ground.
Yeah.
I'm just like, huh? I mean,
Okay, it literally started. It started as like a 4chan post, like just a shit post of like the average northerner in England,
uh-huh.
and
I will never give up this meme.
whatever.
It's that whole thing of like, because a lot of my American friends will send me videos of like different British accents, and they will ask for my advice on them. Like, I have a deep love for like the Irish accent, and
Oh, you love the Irish accent, do you?
I do. And it's probably because I'm part Irish and I just wish I sounded
Oh,
like that, but
I'm the same, dearie.
it's one of them things that like there's certain British accents that like are super grating, and then there's some that are like really nice to listen to. And a couple of my friends will know the ones that get on my nerves, and they'll just send meme after meme of like people talking in them accents, and I'm just there like, please stop. Like, I know you're thinking we're funny, but this is just no.
Please stop before I stomp you.
I was like, I know Britain, like I know people in Britain sound funny, but leave us alone.
It's like how when people find out that I'm half Thai, they ask me if I'm a real woman, and I'm just like, you fucking what, mate?
What was that other guy that was like, I forgot his name now. That dickhead that was like kept asking the thing was like, saying, "Oh, can you see crikey?" Like another like generic Australian term. Like,
The stereotypical Australian stuff, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, don't make me do that, otherwise I will ban you.
Yeah, it's that whole thing of like certain things from like wherever you're from in the world. There's always that thing that becomes a meme, and everyone will just like jump on it. Because there's one that like one of my friends always says it's like it's Tuesday or something, and says it in
Oh my god.
English accent, and I'm like, please don't. Or water bottle. It's one that's massive. Like with my friends, they'll like send me memes of people saying water bottle in a British accent, and they're just like, you don't talk properly, and I'm like, shush, leave me alone. Like, leave me and my Britishness alone.
I call that stuff content creator jokes. Like, it's like it'll be funny at first, but then like for some reason I think everyone forgets that if you're on the internet, you've heard this joke a lot of times already.
Yeah. And it's like it's hard to fake a laugh after like the 20th time.
Yep.
You're just there like, okay, moving on.
Let's have little Tama-chan sit in the bottom here, just so that... There we go. He hypes up the chat so that whenever something happens, he does a little bongo. What else is there? What do you want to achieve as a VTuber?
To be honest, I have no idea. To be honest, I think I mainly just want to push myself to be more social and like interact with new people, because as I said earlier, I do struggle with social anxiety, and I am agoraphobic, so I don't really leave my house, and this is a way for me to socialize with people without having to leave.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I just like building, like I like have my own little community. They're so supportive, and to build that and make it like see new people coming in, it just makes my heart feel all nice and warm. So
Yes.
great. Yeah, that is true. Grim, that is very true. Like 90% of British people are not posh. You got like those small 10% that live in Chelsea, but other than that, we sound like this.
It's like how people think that we all sound like Steve Irwin. No, we don't.
It's what's perceived in the media a lot of the time, isn't it? It's like you see one little snippet and then everyone's like, oh my god, they all sound the same. We really don't.
And like the whole joke of, oh, you ride kangaroos to school. No, we don't. Do you know how slimy the inside of a fucking kangaroo's pouch is?
Yeah. It's like where I live, I always get asked if we have electricity because where I live is like very small community.
Do they think you're Amish or something?
Well, I literally think because I'm on an island just off of the UK, so I'm still part of the UK, but I'm just like not on mainland UK. They're like, do you have electricity? Do you have supermarkets? And I'm like, no, I go and forage in the forest for berries.
Where are you from? Sorry, which island?
I live on the Isle of Wight.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm like right at the bottom of the UK. But it's one of them things that everyone's just like, do you have electricity? And I'm like, no, I live in a mud hut. I have electricity. How would I run a PC? But no, I sit on a bike and pedal to get electricity.
Well,
It's one of those things.
We
It's
have-
like
You have hamsters running on little wheels.
literally my PC setup is run by gerbils.
the interesting thing is that here in Australia we don't have like hamsters and that. Most rodents are illegal to keep as pets. The only ones that you can really have are rats and mice.
Didn't know that.
It is very, very interesting. Like, it is illegal here in Queensland to have a rabbit. If you are found to have one, it is taken and destroyed. Yep. Yep. So, a lot of people tend to get around this rule by having a vet, say on their, like, pet certificate that they are not a rabbit, but in fact a long-eared guinea pig.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rabbits and guinea pigs quite different.
And yeah, thanks to you, bloody Brits, we now have more foxes in Australia than you guys have.
You're welcome.
Take them, you bloody bastards! Take them back.
No.
Unless you've dealt with a badger, don't talk to me. Them things are scary.
Have you ever dealt with a carnivorous quoll before? Because those things are just as bad as a fucking badger.
What are they? Sorry? What?
See,
Carnivorous quolls. You see the
I don't
cute
know what that is.
you see the cute little ones on TV. Those are just the vegetarian ones. No, the carnivorous ones are little angry bastards that will bite off your foot if you go anywhere near them.
Yeah, no. And this is why I'm happy I live in the UK, because the most you have to deal with is like a pigeon. Or maybe like, as I said, a badger.
Seagulls.
Yeah, seagulls, they're terrifying. I swear, some of them are bigger than my nieces.
I feel
Oh, one time I love the story. Like one time back when I was at college, I didn't have any breakfast. I had to stop by to a store. And I quickly got I think it was some bakery items. I can't remember what it is now. So like I just get up at Sainsbury's, just have like a Pepsi Max and something from the bakeries to wake me up and get me going to lunch. As I'm eating, I feel something hit the back of my head, and this white blur steals swoops past me, and what I'm holding is gone. I blink, and it's a seagull. So a seagull dove, not giving a fuck about me, like basically hits me in the back of the head and steals my shit.
Yeah, I swear. Seagulls don't give a shit. Like, they will ninja kick you in the back of the head and take your food.
The problem is the seagulls.
The amount of times I've had shit stolen off me by a seagull, it's ridiculous.
But I think
The thing with the seagulls, it's every sort of like thing of like the more food they eat, the bolder they get.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I still think that the world's most dangerous bird would have to be the cassowary.
I don't know what that is.
Those things are as tall as I am and are fucking dangerous.
Honestly, you're from Australia. That is literally God's recycling bin.
Yeah,
So
I mean, every scary thing gets put in Australia.
I'm sorry, you can't say, "Oh, it's Australian creature." That's like, yeah, no shit. It's like comparing like a monster from any like fantasy novel to Lovecraft shit. Like, of course, Lovecraft's gonna be fucking scary. That guy was fucked up.
According to Grimm, it's God's high-level grind zone.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that 100%.
Yeah.
See, this is the great thing about this is one of the good redeeming factors about the UK. Okay, it's cold as shit, but we don't have scary animals.
I mean, we have the world's only poisonous bird.
Yeah, no, why you don't want to be walking around scared you're gonna get poisoned by a bird? Like that's just
And then there's also the spider communities that can make their home meters above your head.
yeah, I don't deal with spiders, so I don't live in Australia.
Especially if it's a community of golden orb weavers. Those are one of the world's most toxic spiders.
Yeah, no.
Have you guys ever considered not living in Australia?
Well, why do you
Like,
think? Why do you think I'm trying to prepare to move to Canada?
Because Grimm's too chicken to move to Australia.
He's gonna punish you for that later, Lulu.
I'm too tired. I have to go to bed early anyway. So whatever.
Yeah, he probably heard your stories about Australia and was like, yeah, no. No.
No, he's right. Fuck Australia. Well, fuck you too. Fuck you both. It's not.
I've got to worry about is getting shit on by a pigeon or getting attacked by a seagull. So I'd
Or
take that
shanked.
over a deadly spider. I mean, yeah, or shanked, but like I take that over a deadly spider any day.
Oh yeah.
I can hold myself up against. I mean, I can't hold myself up against a seagull. I run away, but if there's a badger coming towards me, oh hell no! I lay down, pretend I'm dead.
Although I still find it funny that there's this spider from Brazil called the Brazilian wandering spider, and its poison is basically the worst when it is the absolute worst if you're a male. Because what it does is
Why?
its venom causes something called priapism, which is essentially an agonizingly painful and excruciatingly long erection.
Wow.
It's excruciatingly painful and
So it's the Viagra spider.
Yep. But according to one person who actually suffered a bite from a Brazilian wandering spider, he said that it was so agonizingly painful he would rather have his dick chopped off than to actually suffer through it.
This is why I don't fuck with spiders. It's literally the reason. Because they might be tiny, but them things are scary as hell.
And you especially have to worry about the babies. The smaller they are, the more venomous they get.
Why is that a thing? Why should it be the other way round?
Yeah, I mean, you should have to grow to earn your venom, just saying. Like, you can't be a baby walking around with, like, enough venom to kill an elephant. That don't make sense.
I guess it's just to be able to protect themselves.
Now fuck them. That's the reason why there's so many of them. They need to earn their rights.
Nature is a very strange thing. I mean, why else would they?
Especially Australian nature.
Why else do you think
Yeah.
they give female hyenas a pseudo dick?
Hyenas are basically nature's fruiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nature's weird. I swear. This is why I'm
I
so
mean-
happy I live in the UK with the boring nature.
The
Because
mayfly only lives for a week because of the fact that it's born without a mouth.
Yeah, I mean, what sort of messed up Mother Nature is that you're born without a mouth? It
So
just makes no sense.
it only lives to procreate. That's it. It's the same with certain species of moth, but they only live for a day.
Yeah, I mean, I think moths are well cute, so I don't care about moths. Moths can be all up in my business.
Yeah.
I'm mixed on the moths.
And then here in Australia, we also have the only species of gecko that is, well, specifically lesbian. It's all made of, it's an entire species made up of female geckos.
How do they breed?
It's some sort of weird form of cloning in which they simulate sex in order to be able to copulate.
Yeah, nature's weird, man. It's so weird. It just doesn't make sense.
And yet here we are trying to study it.
I mean, that is true.
I was about to say, Grim, about casual geographics. Nah, if you want a good video of wildlife, quick and easy, he's a good way to understand stuff.
But yeah, there's just a lot of interesting things in nature. And when people say that homosexuality is unnatural, get fucked. There's a lot of species on Earth that practice that sort of thing. I mean, if I remember correctly, it's lions, giraffes, and dolphins. They're three species off the top of my head that practice homosexual
If I remember correctly, penguins as well.
Ah, yes, penguins.
Oh, they are hits and spawns disguised as plushes.
The thing is
Oh,
that with
I love penguins. I will die on that hill.
with penguins, if they are such horny creatures that they will even just hump the ice when they can't find a mate.
Yeah. I feel that. Maybe I was meant to be a penguin.
Yeah. It's funny because if I don't get enough release, I actually get physically ill. Hooray for having such a weird body.
I mean, like, sex drive and stuff is just weird. I find it so strange how it's so different for so many different people.
Oh, I know that. My libido is fucking seasonal.
It is.
Like during the winter, I'll be the horniest female you'll ever meet. But then during the rest of the year, I just want to be cuddled.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, during the summer, don't touch me because it's too hot already, so I don't need anyone else touching me. But during the winter, like, rip your face off. Unless I get a shag.
Oh, it's all just like, oh god. Like controlling how I want to be treated is so weird to me. I'm just like sometimes I just want to give up. And it's like we practice that sort of thing for pleasure instead of procreation. Interesting. No comment. Yeah, Grim is our boyfriend, so he has a very rampant sex drive. Wouldn't give that up for the world though, because at least then it makes things more interesting.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean,
Oh, hello, Monkey's uncle. Thank you very much for the first time chat. I hope you enjoy your stay here at the Hayami estate.
Just reading his comments.
Oh goodness. Just basically, I talk about a weird sex drive, and then all of a sudden a Viagra commercial pops up. Wouldn't that be interesting? Though I doubt that Twitch would ever allow that sort of thing. YouTube, maybe.
YouTube definitely.
They know. Just stretching my back out a bit. Yeah, something I hope to achieve as a VTuber is to hold live shows like Vocaloid does, where they have like a holographic screen up, and it's my character, like, just got dancing around on stage, while I'm doing the singing, you know.
Well, if you want to reach that level, you're going to push yourself.
I know that for sure. If only all this real life bullshit would stop getting in the fucking way.
It's like our real lives don't know that we have other things to do.
It's like we have dreams and aspirations, but real life comes in and punches us in the face.
Yeah, it's like whenever I feel like I'm doing well, like especially with my VTubing and stuff, and I'm like streaming regularly, real life comes, punches me in the head, and is like, sit back down. Like, no.
Oh,
No.
you know how sometimes when you get angry, you say some of the weirdest shit just to, like, try and piss off the other person who's, like, angered you?
Yeah.
One of the weirdest things I've ever said was, "I will fuck you with an elephant seal."
I think one of my weirdest was actually quite recently. I told someone was really getting on my nerves, and I was like, maybe you should go and buy yourself a stroller. And he didn't understand what I was saying. I was like, because you're acting like a fucking child right now. Go and get in a buggy and have your milk. I was like, I can't be dealing with this, you child.
Oh, but like one of my favorite like anger threats is, "I will rip your dick off and shove it so far up your ass you will be vomiting cum for months."
A good dick insult is always great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, top tier.
Ah, yes.
Okay, just going to toilet. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Just the best way to show a guy that you really mean business is to take away their manhood.
Oh, definitely. Gotta show him who's boss. Like,
Although I think, like, for some people, I'd rather take their dick and give it to someone who deserves it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a trans person that would deserve that dick better than some of these people.
Oh yeah. Like, I could think about at least 5 people I know who I'd happily rip their dick off and give it to my trans friends. I mean, they might not want it, but they would make better use of it.
Very much so. There's a lot of people I know that would be like that. Ever seen Cox and Crendor cartoons on YouTube? No, I have not. I have not, Monkey's uncle. Oh boy. Sorry, I have to like stretch my neck every so often, otherwise I suffer from a chronic condition that can paralyze me for hours on end.
Oh, it's totally fine. I'm the same. I have to stretch out otherwise. Can't move. Chronic illnesses. Don't recommend.
It's fun with a capital fuck you.
Oh, yeah, honestly. Like, that's another reason why I became a VTuber, really, was because I can't work a normal job because of my health. So
Yeah.
This is a way for me to socialize and also make a little bit of money on the side. I mean, the money ain't a big deal. Like, I don't care if I make money or anything, but it's nice.
I know that. I became a VTuber because I didn't. Well, it was actually purely by accident. Like I said, my VTuber is essentially me as an anime character. I commissioned a friend of mine to draw that, and then another friend of mine saw the image and went, you know, that looks like a good VTuber model, and I'm like, what? And well, yeah, as they say, rest is history.
Yeah.
It was, and like, I came into it not knowing anything about VTubing. Like, the only VTuber I know is, Kizuna Ai.
Yeah, that was kind of the same for me. I'd only really, like, watched one or two people who were VTubers before I started. So I didn't really know much about it. And I just sort of threw myself in. I was like, I'll learn as I go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still learning now, but...
Oh, but like, now we've got like... I was blown away, just like, wait a minute, people actually like what I do?
Yeah, it's when you get that, like, recognition for something you're doing that I just really enjoy. Like... when someone's like, "Oh, I really enjoyed your stream," I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you."
Yeah, you just feel like you're gonna cry because it's like you like me, you actually like me.
So I thought it's like sometimes I'll come away from streaming and I'm like, "Oh my god, that was like, nothing went right. I just didn't know what was going on half the time. I normally always have my mic muted and I forget to turn it on." And like when I get the messages of people saying like, "Oh, I really enjoyed it," and I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much! Like, you've made my day."
It's always good when you have those people that just come in and help you feel better after you feel like you've done an absolute shit show of a stream.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking
they're
that
the people that just like will make a shitty day 100 times better.
Oh, like, I have this one regular... Oh, hello, Hero! Arigatou gozaimashita, thank you very much for returning. I have this one regular called Rakobe. He pops in every so often, and he will gift sub at least 5 people whenever he pops in, and I'm like, mate, you're trying to save up for a PC. Why?
Like, stop spending your money.
It's funny because, like, on, like, a lot of, like, streamers, like, normal streamers, not VTubers, they'll be like, oh, donate whenever you can, blah, blah, blah. But then us VTubers, we can literally cry whenever someone donates money to us.
Yeah, like, the first time I ever had a hype train, like, when I had my first hype train, I was just there and I was literally tears, and everyone was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I can't believe it!" I was like, "Stop, no more,
no more! You're flooding me with kindness, help!"
I can't deal with this. Like, I was like, "Please, just no."
Oh my god! Like, when I hit 5K on Twitter, that very night, I was just completely flabbergasted and on the verge of crying. It still surprises me that more and more people every day follow me, in fact. Everyone's like, when are you going? When are you going to stop being surprised at this sort of thing? And I'm like, never, never.
Never happened.
I'm just like, it to me, everyone is more than just a number. I may say a lot about like how more and more people are following me, but that's just because I appreciate every new person that well joins the guest list.
Yeah.
I was holding back tears, Hero. I was holding back tears. Uh, I feel like if I hit my 15k goal before the end of this year, that's when I'm gonna be ugly crying. It's going to be taking Grim and Lulu hours to just get me to a point where I can actually speak.
Oh yeah.
Because I think a lot of people know that I'm naturally a very emotional person. uh, but that's just how I am. Extremely. Yes, Grim. Sometimes I worry that my emotional nature drives people away. But it seems that that everyone stays because of the fact that I show that I have these emotional moments. I mean, and it really does I do appreciate when everyone comes in. I mean, right now I've got 9 viewers watching at the moment, and I'm really happy for that.
Especially when you're on your break as well.
A lot of real life stuff is happening, and when I do my Hayami Estate episodes, because they're not like my normal streams, I have a guest in, I have a nice chat with them, and it's an absolutely wonderful time as I make friends with the people on the show.
AKA, it means she has to actually end the stream, and not being told to.
Yeah, a lot of the time whenever I do my normal streams, I try to stream for as long as I can, even if I sound like I'm in a lot of pain. I'm like, I can still move, I can still work.
No, she does this thing where she goes, okay, I have all these issues. I'm supposed to stay on my desk for maybe about 3 hours max. I'm going to do a 12-hour stream because I decided to invent some celebration reason why.
Total same though. Like I will be like, oh yeah, I'll stream for a couple of hours, and then like 8 hours later, I'm like, oh damn, like I should really be in bed, or like, fuck it, I'll just go to 12 hours. And then I wonder the next day why I'm so tired and why I'm in so much pain.
Yeah, I like work, but like I work as hard as I do because I feel like I don't do enough.
You can work hard, but also still look after yourself.
This is the kind of life lesson I have learned from my own mother. My longest stream was 27 hours.
Oh lord.
Of course,
God, you took like a 3-week break after because how much it fucked with your body.
that is true. Luckily, with that one, I was asleep. I had like a sleeping break. It's lucky that I have my sleep screen, so I can do those like long streams while going to sleep. Everyone gets to enjoy an animated sleep screen where it's just me sleeping on my futon with one of my cats. And I get some of the funniest comments from some of my chat. One person when I'd pay money to be that cat right now. Oh look, it's the shout out. we Lulu has this artist friend that um chucks a fit every time you advertise her in your streams. So if she does see this, I wonder how she's going to react.
Oh, so we haven't. Sky's been absent. Like, we've barely been hearing much from her.
Hmm. It's probably because of school. We all have to deal with like school at some point. I'm really glad that I'm no longer like at school because school was the worst time of my life.
Oh, dude,
Same.
fuck school.
I'm so glad that that part of my life.
Oh my god, I'm happy as well. Fuck school.
And the thing is that they don't teach you anything that's important. But
That's the
But
thing.
like
You
how
come out of school, you don't know anything about like paying bills or like
to
the
do your
things you need to learn.
taxes.
Like
literally the only thing I ever I was happy I took was a BTEC course on business studies because like stuff like handling was actually taught there.
yeah,
I think the
see,
only real class that I had taken to heart was home economics, and that was only because of the cooking.
yeah, same. I did like food technology as they call it in the UK. And that helped me learn how to cook like simple meals for myself.
Mm.
But everything else, I mean, I don't even remember half of the shit I learned at school.
I'm just like, why are we learning algebra? The alphabet is not for math. X is equal to -4, while Y is equal to +10. What? Where am I gonna use this? Why?
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like there are so many other things they could teach in school that would be so much more useful.
Oh yeah.
What's the old saying? If they taught you half the stuff there, you would why to this place.
Hmm.
Like it was mostly doing like taxes. Like if they taught you all about the taxes you had to do, you'd be wondering what's the point of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then at least when it came up later in life, you'd be like, ah, okay, makes sense.
And the thing is that in the later part of my schooling, I was asleep most of it because back then I didn't know that my blood was terrible, so I was asleep during a lot of it. Oh wait, no, I had blood problems since I was 14, so throughout most of my high schooling, I was asleep. I would be just sleeping on my desk, and the next thing I know, bang! Ah! What? Where? Why? And it's one of my classmates just going, "You fell asleep again."
So yeah, you have all these issues you're aware of, and yet you still do things that just. Yet you still put in your head and go, "What if I were to put myself? Is there I might have to go back to hospital?"
Because I feel I don't do enough for our relationship, Lulu.
You can do more and not end up in hospital.
Fun things about when you have a chronic illness, though, you push yourself as far as you can. Just for the shits and gigs of it. That's what I do anyway. I'm like, I wonder how long I could go before I physically can't go anymore. It's one of them things you always want to test the limits and just see if it's got any better, and it never does. But you're always like, oh, okay, let's see. I mean, like, I'll do stupid shit like I won't eat for 2 days, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could go longer. It's a bad mindset to have, but I do it anyway.
I'm just I just do it because of the fact it's like in my head I'm always thinking I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, I think that's also like quite a mindset that a lot of people who have chronic illnesses have, because you can't always work a regular job, or you can't like do a 9 to 5, so you're just like, okay, I've got to do more to make up for the fact that I can't do what quote unquote normal people do. And
Yeah.
like, when you have health issues and stuff, it's one of them things that I'll try and make up for it in different ways. So I will do silly things like I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just buy you something to make myself feel better, even though I don't need to, but I'm just like, it makes me feel better. So in quote unquote, it's gonna help. It's such a weird mindset to have, but it's like, I think it's like trying to compensate for the fact that you can't always.
Mi-chan, arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much for the raid. What did you play? Did you have fun? Could we have a shout out for Mi-chan? Thank you. Oh, sorry for interrupting you there, Nova. It was just, yeah, raid.
Don't worry. Absolutely fine. Hello, raiders. Yeah, as I was saying, like it's like trying to compensate for the things that you feel like you are either like not doing enough on, or you're missing out on because of the illnesses that you have. Like it's such a weird way to think about it, but I think it's just a very common mindset that chronic illness people have.
Yeah. Oop. There we go. Gave Mi-chan a shout out for the raid. Thank you all so much, and hello, raiders. Oh, goodness. Just give a good stretch. One day I'll figure out that maybe I am doing enough. One day. It's just not today. No, even though both my partners want it to be sooner than later.
Yep.
Like, because of my health issues, I can't do a lot of basic housework, and I'm like, I feel really bad about that, because it's like, oh no, I can't do things like vacuuming or wash the dishes. Oh, arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you, Fallen Angel Boy, for becoming a beloved estate guest. I hope you enjoy your stay here at the Hayami estate. Please be aware that the buffet tables are located in the dining hall, and if you see Kaizen anywhere, don't give him any kiwis, because he's in rehab. Alright, back to the show. What's going on here? Yeah, I know I didn't have enough in my account, you stupid. I'm definitely calling my phone company to check to see exactly how long I have left on my contract, so I can change over to a different phone company. Because I found one that gives me the same amount of data on my phone as the one I have currently. Same benefits, but like just a little over half the price. Yeah, if you didn't make your plans fucking $120 a month, I'd stick with your Optus, but fucking Optus. But really, who is happy with their telco?
I honestly think phone companies were designed just to piss people off.
Yeah.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised.
Like, they're one of the most annoying things to deal with. Yeah, you deal with it on a daily basis.
We have to deal with it because they give us the ability to talk to people.
That is true.
Alright. I think, we'll, head it off here. Thank you very much, Nova, for joining me today. It was absolutely wonderful having you here at the estate.
Thank you for having me.
I have my voice chat open in my Discord on my normal streams just for people to pop in and say hello. So if you ever feel
Whatever
like
that will be, who knows?
I'm thinking I might start properly streaming again next week, just because of the fact that like I've taken a long enough break, I think. So let's see, who are we going to? Who are we gonna spread the love to today? Do. Let's give it to my good friend Wiley. Alright. Remember that when we raid out, to put in the chat Hayami raid and to let them know where you've come from and thank you. Hold on a second, Mr. Wiley Coyote. Yep, spelled it correctly. Alright. Arigatou gozaimashita, minna, go shujin-sama, and everyone in between. Thank you all so much for joining, and thank you to my two wonderful guests as always for joining me here at the Hayami Estate. Until next time, abayo ne!